Hello student, this is Dr. Shilpi Sarna and today I am going to present my views on the motivation theory. As you all know that the motivation is a very important aspect in the human behavior or the organizational behavior study. So before starting further, we need to understand what exactly the motivation is. Every person has some kind of a need, some kind of a desire, some kind of a wants in their life. So the forces or the desire which forces you to complete, to achieve these all desire in your life, that is called the motivation process. The motivation word start, or the Latin word of the motivation, it is to move. To move means to move further. So if you move further, you need to desire something. And that entire forces or the system of that force that we called as a motivation. Under the motivation or the motivation process, various kinds of theories has been introduced or given by various authors. In this, the one important theory which is called the Maslow's need hierarchy theory is very important. So now we need to discuss about the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. This theory, which has been given by the Abraham Maslow and the year in the 1908 to 1970. This theory, which is based that every human, they are having lot of unsatisfied needs, and to fulfill all unsatisfied needs, the human or the motivation will follow a definite kind of structure. It means that every individual need to satisfy all these unsatisfied needs, but given under the definite structures. Like there are many of needs under the Maslow's theory, which this author has highlighted, that is psychological, safety, social, self-esteem, and self-actualization. So all these five needs, they give a great impact to the motivation or the motivation factors to a particular human lives or impact to the individual behavior. Now we discuss all these hierarchical needs into that great order. So if you can see in this chart where I'm presenting that this is the level or this is the definite structure of this Maslow's hierarchy need. First, the psychological, then the safety, then the social or the love, then the self-esteem, and then the self-actualization. So the first need, which is called as the psychological needs, so every person has a great psychological needs. The great psychological need means the person need to fulfill their food, their shelter, their bodily requirements, thirstness, and so on. So these needs are covered under the psychological need because these are the basic needs of every human beings. Without having this psychological needs, a person cannot survive anymore. So these needs has to be satisfied by the human beings. And as the Maslow's hierarchy needs said, that the all need should be fulfilled but into a hierarchical structure. It means a human first fulfilled a one level of need and then only he can move towards to the next level of needs. So when human fulfill their psychological needs, then the human move to the second level of need, which is called the safety needs. So every person required the safety, security in their life with the help of the financial resources, the jobs which gives them a security. So every human being required that safety need so that the human not only fulfill their safety need but also make an arrangement for the psychological or the survival needs. So once the safety needs has been fulfilled, then the next level of need, which is called the social needs. As we said that the human being is a social animal. We need society, we need love, we need affections, we need belongingness, we need people surrounds us, we need family life, we need friends. So under this need, the human beings fulfill their all kind of desires, because if you have any kind of a problem, you need somebody to discuss with them. So if you have any conflict, any grievances, any information or anything that where you need to share, you need a people to share with them. So at the third level, the human beings satisfy their social or the belongingness need. Once the third level of need which has been fulfilled, then we move to the next level of need which is called esteem needs. Now the esteem needs matlab the people required a growth in their life. So there are two types of growth, I mean the inward and the outward. It means it satisfy your inward and the outward feelings. So inward feeling like your self-confidence, your capabilities, your self-achievements, your competence. So that kind of esteem that every person required in their life, and appraised by the other person, the recognition between or amongst the other person that fulfill your esteem needs. So with the help of this four need, once the psychological, then the safety, then the social, then the esteem needs, at last and end, the human reach at the level or the higher level which is called as a self-actualization need. This is the level that every human being make a benchmark or think that the mission of the life is being completed. Now, under the self-actualization, the human need to sustain their development or the development process under the motivation, because the desire never ends, the expectations never ends. So as self-actualization gives a people realizations that at this level they need to sustain all kind of a things in their life. So this is all about the structure of the Maslow's hierarchy needs. And the most importantly, the Maslow's highlighted very well all the level of the human being needs into excellent definite order, so that you student can understand the level of needs which is being influenced to every human being in their level or in their life according to their desireness. Thank you so much.